Attorney that Randall S., the Unhinged Attorney Newman, Esquire, made headlines again Thursday morning as he filed yet another lawsuit on behalf of his clients, this time filing a suit on behalf of Liberty Troll LLC against YouTuber Frauditor Roundup and Roundup's attorney of record, Robert Allen Reed. The lawsuit itself reflects other lawsuits filed by Newman as it alleges copyright infringement, but as with other recent Newman-authored lawsuits, it also claims misrepresentation under 17 U.S. Code 512F. According to an article on the Cornell Law School website, 17 U.S. Code 512F states the following: misrepresentations. Any person who knowingly materially misrepresents under this section 1. That material or activity is infringing, or 2. That material or activity was removed or disabled by mistake or misidentification, shall be liable for any damages, including costs and attorney's fees, incurred by the alleged infringer, by any copyright owner or copyright owner's authorized licensee, or by a service provider who is injured by such misrepresentation, as the result of the service provider relying upon such misrepresentation in removing or disabling access to the material or activity claimed to be infringing, or in replacing the removed material or ceasing to disable access to it. In this case, Attorney Reed is alleged to have misrepresented the nature of Frauditor Roundup's videos when filling out the DMCA counterclaim notices on behalf of Frauditor Roundup. The lawsuit claims, quote, on or about April 30th, 2025, Attorney Reed, a personal injury attorney with no known background in copyright law, submitted the counter notice to YouTube pursuant to 17 U.S.C. 512 G3 on behalf of the operator of the Roundup channel. In that counter notice, Attorney Reed claimed the infringing video fell under de facto fair use, a phrase that appears nowhere in Title 17 or in any recognized fair use jurisprudence. The counter notice also asserted that Frauditor Roundup is the owner and creator of the content uploaded, and that the clips used were provided for educational purposes and for commentary and criticism. The counter notice provided no individualized analysis of the statutory fair use factors and did not address the amount or substantiality of Liberty Troll's footage used, the purpose and character of the use, or its market effect. By signing under penalty of perjury, Attorney Reed personally adopted these statements, despite their lack of factual foundation and the absence of any legitimate legal doctrine called de facto fair use. His reckless disregard for the truth, coupled with his certification of a fabricated legal standard, constitutes a knowing and material misrepresentation under 512F. The counter notice was part of a coordinated scheme to preserve monetized infringing content. Defendants submitted the false counter notice under penalty of perjury as required by 17 U.S.C. 512G. Unquote. The new suit continues a pattern established by Newman of holding the person who filled out the DMCA counter notice responsible for the claims made in said counter notice. Previous Newman-authored lawsuits have included the YouTuber known as the Exposer's attorney and a housewife in New Jersey named Gail Bouma who filled out DMCA counter notices on behalf of Dr. Dave. When asked about the lawsuit, Attorney Newman provided the following statement. Liberty Troll versus Reed is what happens when you mix YouTube bullying with legal malpractice light. The Roundup's channel owner flat out admitted his content isn't transformative, it's bullying. And yet his attorney still fired off a counter notice that reads like it was drafted without even pressing play on the video. Fair use doesn't magically turn harassment into high art, and using the DMCA process as a shield for that kind of content is exactly why we brought this case. If your whole business model is ripping off other people's work and adding fart noises, don't be shocked when someone finally calls your bluff in federal court. This lawsuit is where keyboard courage meets the reality of the courthouse steps, and only one of those is a safe space. This is a breaking news story. Randall S., the Unhinged Attorney Newman, Esquire, is currently scheduled to appear on our own Really Cool News YouTube channel on Friday, August 15th, 2025, as part of our Griffey Palooza 2 event. Newman's interview is tentatively scheduled to start during 10 p.m. Eastern Time hour.